How does it feel to be here at Santa Barbara International Film Festival back in person?
Oh gosh, it's so nice to watch a movie with an audience again in this beautiful house. We showed The Mitchells versus the Machines to some very enthusiastic elementary school kids. They really woke us up.
Yeah, the screaming and delight is so much fun. I mean, it's been missed things like that because of the pandemic. Seeing like a room full of people getting really excited, it was so like the energy was really, really fun. We always love coming up here. It's a great place. It's a great festival, and we just love to be a part of it.
And they loved the film. They
Yes.
want part 2.
They do.
They do. They demanded a sequel. They wouldn't let us out of there
I know.
until we agreed to it. Verbal
Okay.
contracts
You're
are binding.
Yeah.
You're loved.
We might be
You're loved.
sued by 1,000 fifth graders if we're not careful.
What would you suggest to aspiring young filmmakers? What should they do? Maybe not necessarily studying in school, but what
Right.
should they do on their own time to be like
Yeah.
you someday?
I think the biggest thing you can do is to make things. Make your own films. You have the capability with borrowing your parents' phone. You can make a film, and to make a thing that excites you, not the thing that you think people want to see, but the thing that you want to say, the thing that only you could say. That's the thing that'll be interesting because it will be not just sort of a generic thing. It will be very specific to you, and that's what will make it special.
I think that's what you and I have been doing, since we were their age, which is drawing and writing and coming up with plays and figuring out what it is that we had to say and how we wanted to say it. And that's really served us really well.
Do you ever go back and look at some of those early productions?
My parents do. They're a bit more proud of them than I am.
Well, they were the beginning, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Talk a little bit about your experiences in making The Mitchells versus the Machines.
It was a lot of fun. It was 3 years of hard work. I don't want to undersell how hard it was, but it was a lot of fun because we had great collaborators. The whole team was so creative, so inventive, and so passionate about making something new and putting on the screen something that had never been seen before in a style of animation that had never been done before. And that's the type of thing that gets us excited. It's not interesting just to make something to make it. You want to put something new out into the world and get people talking, and you want to push the medium animation forward. And so even though it was really hard, and even though there were some long nights, it still was all worth it because it was a band of merry weirdos making something special.
And it must help to have a collaboration like this. You can bounce ideas off each other. You're not sitting alone.
Sure. Yeah, since we were 19, we've been collaborating on films together. So it's become an essential part of our process to share it and have it be inclusive of lots of different kinds of people on the crew. And that's, you wind up taking all these beautiful risks on stuff, and you have this great trust fall with all of these great crew members that are there to help you pull it off. The Mitchells is a movie about taking a leap of faith and trying new things and not being afraid to fail.
When you have a safe place like that, you can do that.
Yeah, of course.
It's amazing. Mike's field trip to the movies allow classes from all over the area, underprivileged children sometimes. So the first time being in a theater like this, what do programs like this that specify the arts mean to filmmakers like yourselves?
Oh, that's why we always like to come up here and be a part of it, because we think it's really important. It's really key to get young people interested in film, because some people don't have the opportunity to even think about that as a career, as a job that you can have. They just sort of, it seems impossible, but to be able to make it something tangible that you can see the real people do it and it can be done and you can do it too, can really inspire a young kid. And I think that if one person out of this thing decided they wanted to be a filmmaker because of today, it would be a huge success.
And it's a really good possibility.
It sure is, and we were just talking backstage. This has been going on for at least 20 years, so it stands to reason that there are already people working in our business that this is the way that they first got the idea that it was possible. There are so many jobs in our business. They're accessible to all kinds of people. You just need to know that that's a possibility. I grew up in a household with musicians and and dancers. And so I was lucky enough to know that was an occupation that you could have, and it was something that was a noble pursuit that you could actually pay your rent with.
Well, when you come out of the arts like that, look at you now.
Look at me now. I got this sweater,
Okay,
a
come
shirt,
on.
buttons.
Give me a soundbite, a tidbit, a reveal for Spider-Man.
Oh, Across the Spider-Verse Part 1?
Across the Spider-Verse.
An even longer title than the first film.
Something that no one else knows.
Oh, yeah. We're going to break news right now. Right here.
For the kids.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Here's a thing.
All right, whatever.
I'll say that was,
I don't want to get you guys to break any.
The movie early on, the very beginning of the movie starts with Gwen.
There you go.
right.
That's an
Stacey.
actual, yeah.
That's an actual piece of news that
a
has never
piece
been
of
said.
news right here at SBIFF.
There you go. There you go.
For the kids,
Breaking.
I'll say this. There are, there's more than one younger aged spider person for
There you
them
go.
to
Two
be psyched about.
hot
I am Spider
pieces of
Tingly.
news.
Yeah.
All right.
If that doesn't get your spider sense going.
I'm going.
I don't know what
guys. Gentlemen, thank you so much. Christopher Miller, Phil Lord, producers, the Mitchells versus the Machines. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
What
Yeah.
a pleasure.
It was a delight.
Gosh.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.